We're hearing private member statements. I call the member for Swansea.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. One of the best things about my community is the people who live there and the wonderful work they do through their community organisations to make life easier for others and to improve the local area. Some of the most dedicated are those women who are members of their local Country Women's Association. The Country Women's Association of New South Wales was established in 1922 to improve the plight of women and children in rural areas. In the early years, these women worked tirelessly, advocating for better access to health care, a greater role in public life for country women, and equal pay for women. More than just homemakers, they were fighters, lobbyists and activists. Given they've been active for nearly a century, they are arguably one of the most influential women's organisations in the 20th century. In the Swansea electorate, we are lucky to have two branches of the CWA, the Belmont CWA and the Mannering Park CWA. As the member for Swansea, I have been privileged enough to meet these women and see firsthand the wonderful work that they do. Last month, the Belmont branch celebrated their 70th birthday. That's 70 years of community activism, fundraising and agitating for regional services in the Belmont area. Over 7 decades, the Belmont CWA has helped build our community. The Belmont branch was initially established to raise money to build a baby health clinic in Belmont. Women rallied together for the cause by hosting beetle parties, card afternoons, apron parades, street stalls, fetes, baby show competitions and dolls shows. In June 1946, the younger set, the youth wing of the CWA, was established in Belmont. The younger set aimed to support the work of the parent branch through additional fundraising efforts, but also to ensure that the passion for the betterment of women everywhere was passed on. The younger set's enthusiasm was evident in the successful events that they hosted, including annual balls, a grand concert, a pantomime and a garden fete. I mentioned before that the CWA advocates not only for women in their own community, but also for women generally. This was true of the Belmont CWA, who branded together with other members of the Hunter River Group to purchase and renovate a seaside home in Merewether for rural families to holiday by the sea. Belmont CWA also supported the patients at Stockton Hospital, donating gifts, clothing and making financial donations to that hospital itself. These days, the CWA has 80 members and continues to support the community through monthly market stalls which help raise money for various charities and contributing to the CWA of New South Wales Emergency, Disaster and Administration Funds. The women of the Mannering Park branch are just as dedicated and passionate about improving the lives of women. Established there in 1958, they have been working together for more than 50 years with our community organisations to further the cause of the CWA. Mannering Park CWA has been at the forefront of the push for awareness around domestic violence and the effect it has on women and children. I recently attended a forum hosted by my Labor colleague and member for Shortland, Jill Hall, and the Mannering Park CWA on domestic violence. As always, the stories were sobering. Whilst Mannering Park CWA has never shied away from confronting broader issues like domestic violence, I think the one thing that certainly shines through in all of the work of the Mannering Park's 50 members is that even the smallest thing can have a big impact on someone's life. The idea that practical assistance and small acts of kindness and generosity make a big difference to everyday lives of people is present in everything that they do. I've been fortunate enough to be able to attend one of the Mannering Park CWA Friendship Mornings, where they work together to make small comfort for the sick. For example, sewing breast care cushions for breast care patients to help them recover from their operations, crocheting rugs for cancer patients seeking treatment at Lake Haven, assembling emergency toiletry packs for patients at Wyong Hospital who have been admitted suddenly without time to prepare. There is no doubt in my mind that the women of the Belmont and Mannering Parks CWA are talented, dedicated and hard-working bunch of women, but more than anything they are strong, and they are further strengthened by their friendship and support for each other. For that, they should be applauded.